let the magic begin.
All right.
Tell us about your story and how you got to where you are as the president of your company.
Yeah, you know, my journey is very dynamic. So basically what people are witnessing is a business plan in motion, right? It was always my intention of getting to the top, but I had to do it in my own way. Coming from a traditional marketing background, my resume did not include beauty in any way. And so many companies that I tried to get into, that I applied for beauty positions that were brand marketing positions, they didn't see how my skills were transferable enough. I couldn't pitch it enough. I couldn't sell it enough in interviews for it to happen. So I had to create it. So when I decided in 2012, took a sabbatical to my parents' home in Portland, Oregon. I just went into, this very quiet space. And I said, when I go back to LA, I'm not going back into that job. I'm going to start beauty. And so I went back. So during my sabbatical, I went back. I took the time to figure out what my plan was. My plan was to come back to LA, quit my job, create my own photo shoot so that I can create my own collateral and go after opportunities to work in film and TV. And that's what I did. I landed my first TV show with VH1, Basketball Wives of LA, doing makeup for that show. And in the 10-year span, I worked for every network. But the other part of that is I started an agency that helped other people to get jobs working in film and TV. So I wanted to help other people to also enjoy making a living doing what they love in beauty. Because again, I didn't want to just establish myself as another artist. I wanted them to understand the business of it. And anyone who knew me from that moment early on when I made that pivot always saw the businesswoman in me before the artist in me, and that was very intentional. Now, I still had to be good at what I did. I mean, I worked with some very influential celebrities in my career, so I was still good at what I did. But my plan was always, how do I then bring this into the space of business to have bigger impact on people, consumers, and ultimately the industry?
Why is it important for you to have this company to help brands get into retail?
Yeah, again, watching my business plan in motion, you would have also understood that I also had my own product. So I know what it's like to be a founder of a product line. And I also know how founders make mistakes, with their own product lines. And I did all of that. I did great things until not so great things. And I utilized all of that data, that intel, to help other founders to become better. Not only that, I leveraged my business background and all the things to really create a company that helped founders solve problems. You'd be surprised how much founders don't know what they don't know. And a lot of the mistakes and a lot of the bleeding that they do within their companies is just simply because they are trying to throw money at different things and hoping something will stick, hoping something would work out. It's not that they have bad intentions, they just don't have the right strategy. So my job is to come in with the strategy and helping to figure out, based on where you are, how do you go from where you are to where you want to be? That next level is where I come in. And so for me, e-commerce is where all brands start. That's a low threshold. Anyone can start a product and put it on a website and create it. But that's the beginning. You still have to be dynamic in that. You still have to have recurring revenue. You still have to have products that people love on the website. You have to have a customer lifetime value. You have to have great reviews. I'm not saying that the e-commerce doesn't perform. It should. But there's also another level, which is retail. It allows you to get access to a larger marketplace. And that's what most founders are coveting. How do I grow my business larger? How do I get more people to know about my product, use it, experience it? Because no one's coming into this business or this industry for their product to die.
So at what point do you know a brand is ready for retail?
So my job, I come in and I do my own audit that I think gives me a lot of intel on their business. A lot of it has to do with the founder, their operation, their team. And so in the position of Slay Hair, we were the first braiding hair brand to launch in TJ Maxx in its entire history. We made more history by being the first Black-owned braiding hair brand to launch at Target.
Right.
I like making history because we're magic, right?
Turning ideas